Hi, welcome to my August review. We start August just as we finished July, because if you remember and casted your mind back, we had a triple conjunction at the end of the month with Mars, Uranus and the Moon's North Node. But this is still going on, but we also now have Venus making a positive aspect to this triple conjunction. So Venus is in your 10th house of career and destiny. So this is an area where you will benefit at this moment. Venus can bring many benefits, especially financial. Now, also with Mars being in the 8th house of transformation and of shared resources, this could also be a beneficial time for those areas. And also love, because the 8th house is connected with love and loving, and this could be a new love that comes into your life, or it's the time when you can transform and deepen an existing relationship. Now, the Uranus North Node aspects carries on for a couple of weeks into August, and so we'll have more about that in a bit. On the 4th, Mercury moves into your 12th house, so this will dampen down communications, and you'll be a bit more thoughtful rather than being so outgoing when Mercury's transiting that 12th house. Now, we have a difficult aspect to overcome as well, because we have Mars making a square to Saturn. Saturn's in your 5th house of creativity, so this is where the blockage will be. It'll be a frustrating time. This is only going to last for a few days, but it'll be a frustrating time, and things will need to be overcome. We have a pleasant day on the 7th when Venus makes an aspect to Neptune. Now, this is a great day. This is a weekend day, so it's a good time to relax, chill out and enjoy the finer things, and perhaps do some meditation or something that's a bit more of a spiritual side to realign yourself and negate some of that Mars frustration and energy that's building up. A very intense day on the 8th as Venus makes opposition to Pluto. Now, this can be very intense within your relationship, but also because this is happening across the 10th and 4th house. This could also be with work colleagues, and it could also be with family, because we have the 4th house being activated here. Now, there's a good positive side to this. This intensity can be used to transform relationships and make things a lot more integrated than they were before. Venus is a great unifier. Then the other aspect we have on this day is this is a time to shine within relationships, because we have the Sun making a positive aspect to Chiron in that 7th house relationship. The Sun in the 11th means here we can shine within friendships and group environments, but also in a one-to-one relationship. So make the most of this, use your talents, show off what you can do to your partner and your friends. We spoke earlier about the Uranus North Node conjunction. Well, the Sun makes a square to this between the 10th and the 12th, and also a square to the South Node. So the nodes will be activated, and this is across your money houses, the 2nd and the 8th. So there could be significant changes within your financial situation at this time. We also have an aspect between Mars and Neptune. Neptune's in that 6th house. This is the house of everyday routines. And this is a day when you'll get a better picture. You'll be able to see the bigger picture. You'll be able to see things as they are. Neptune will take the sting out of Mars, so there won't be that aggression. So you'll be able to communicate and talk to people about the financial situation and how you can improve it. The 12th sees our full moon. Now, this full moon is in Aquarius, so it's a detached, it's a cool moon. It hasn't got the depth of feeling and emotion that the full moon usually has, and it's in your 5th house. This is the house of creativity, so if there's a chance that you can do something creative, being detached from your emotions, maybe get on with the practical side of things, then it can be used to advantage. But also, this is a very social moon because it's in the 5th house. This is good for socializing, and it's great for one-to-one relationships and friendships where you can be enjoying yourself and have maybe a connection with groups as well, because there's this worldly humanitarian issues that come with Aquarius, and you can perhaps add some input into that. And there's one thing to be careful of, and that's because Mercury is making an aspect to the Black Moon Lilith. Now, the Black Moon Lilith is in your 10th house. Mercury's in that 12th house of the unconscious. So this is a time when you may inadvertently blurt out things from your unconscious. And you need to be very careful what you say, because you don't want to be upsetting people within the work area or within your public standing. So just a word of warning to think before you speak. A very positive aspect on the 13th is Mars makes a trine to Pluto. Now Pluto's in that 4th house of the homes. This is an ideal time to inject some energy and some time and maybe some money into transforming your home in some way. Maybe because Pluto's been in that house for a long time that you just need to put the finishing touches to a project that you've been working on for some time. Now, the other aspect we have on the following day is between the Sun and Saturn. Now, Saturn's been a little bit difficult for you this month, being in that 5th house. It's blocking your creativity, maybe blocking your social side of life. But the Sun will help you to overcome these with this opposition. And maybe joining together with friends, as the Sun is in that 11th house, or maybe group efforts can see to unravel some of the blockages or limitations that are there in front of you. Between the 15th and the 22nd, Mercury, who's in your 12th house still, makes no fewer than 5 aspects. Now remember, the 12th house is about preparation. It's about getting ready for all the things that are going to happen when Mercury moves into your 1st house. Now, some of the aspects it makes could be interesting because there's an aspect to the North Node, which means you could have unconscious messages coming through that you need to be aware of and take notice of. Also, there'll be desire for change and transformation with aspects to Uranus and Pluto, and with one to Neptune as well, the imagination will be sparked. So all these things will be working in your unconscious mind behind. It's a great time to start planning in your head what changes, what direction maybe you want to go in. On the 23rd, the Sun moves into Virgo, and this will be your 12th house. So you have a month now to prepare, to recharge your batteries, and to get ready for the move into your sign in a month's time. And there'll be full steam ahead at that point. Now, we have Venus making an aspect on the 24th to Chiron. This is the day when you can attract a new love or a new partner into your life if you so desire. Or you can heal old wounds in existing relationships and improve the relationship greatly. Then on the 24th we also have Uranus going retrograde. Now remember, Uranus has been in that conjunction with the Moon's North Node. Now he's going to travel backwards, so this conjunction will come alive again later on in the year, but for 5 months he'll be in retrograde motion. And this is a good time to work with Uranus while he's in this position, and the 8th house is highlighted here. So the 8th house would give the lesson of learning to search for the truth and to associate with groups and people that advocate the truth, and to bring together what you learn, the teachings, into your everyday life. On the 25th we have a square aspect from Mars to the Sun. Now this can be difficult. For you it will be difficult through the unconscious realms because the Sun is in that 12th house. So this is a time when you need to be aware of unconscious issues, any unconscious anger, but also with Mars in that 9th house, it's a time to look at your beliefs and question your beliefs, and maybe make some changes to your beliefs that will keep you in line, so to speak, going forward. Then the following day we have an aspect between Venus and the Moon's node, and we spoke about the Sun making this aspect, and now Venus makes the aspect. So again, there's balancing within the financial area to be done with the nodes across the money houses. And Venus is very beneficial to finances, so there could be money coming in from outside sources, or it could be there's a promotion or something on the horizon that will benefit you greatly. On the 27th we have a reflective new moon because it's in that 12th house again in Virgo. This is a time when you can analyse your thoughts, analyse your feelings. It's a great time to discover what it is you need to change in your life. And we have a Chiron black moon aspect as well. This will bring out a rebellious side to your thinking, especially with your career and your destined path. It may be that you now need to seriously start thinking about what changes you're going to make. This is a great time for reflection and for understanding yourself, understanding what your needs are and what your future needs may be like. This is before next month when the the new moon is in your first house, and that's a real time for change. And also it's going to be the sun in your sign, so this is going to be a month of fantastic change and putting things into action. So for the time being, use this time to reflect and to think about what you really want. On the 28th, your fun may be suffering a setback because Venus makes an opposition to Saturn. Venus is unhappy being in this kind of aspect with Saturn. This is her worst nightmare, so to speak. So any plans you had to socialise and be going about with friends may be thwarted or limited in some way. So you just need to be aware that you may have to make changes. We also have on this day an aspect between the Black Moon Lilith and the Moon's North Node, so there could be something significant, an event on this day that helps you on your path forward, as the Black Moon Lilith is in that 10th house of destiny. Then to finish the month, we have a very positive aspect. We have Mars, Jupiter. Now Jupiter's in your 7th house of relationships, so this is a day when people can help you. This is a day when you need to work alongside others, put a lot of energy into something that is a joint project, and you will get the success and the reward that you desire. It's also good for financial elements, anything legal, and it's very good for becoming focused on something, putting all your energy into something so that you can be successful. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the August review. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and if you'd like to leave me a comment, I'd love to hear from you.